Welcome to Council Corner. My name is Mary Sohor. I'm Council President, and my co-host for this show is Council Vice President Debbie Walker.
Hi, I'm Debbie Walker, Council Vice President, and today we have a very special guest. We have Councilwoman at Large Anita Greenberg-Belli. She's going to be our first guest because she represents the entire town. In future shows, we're going to have other council members from different wards. I hope you join us.
Thanks for inviting me. This is very much fun to be here with both of you and talk about all the good things that we've done throughout the town in recreation. I remember when we first got elected, our commitment was to have investment in the community. So when people pay their taxes, they see something very tangible, what they paid for. And the first thing that we did was Cheesequake Park. And I remember putting the artificial turf for the upper and lower fields, and that really enhanced it for the school, also to use it for soccer games and for lacrosse. And since then, we've done other improvements. We've done the basketball courts, we've done the picnic tables, so we've tackled every area of town.
It's a very nice park. If you haven't been there, you should go. We could even walk around. There's a little trail you could walk around as well, and you could have a picnic there. You could register to have a picnic. It's a really nice park, and the basketball courts are beautiful. They also have a volleyball there as well with the sand.
Yeah, it's very close to the high school where they have a lot of events that go on too. So a lot of times people will go to the park and then go over to the events that are happening at the high school. So it's really in a very great location, a good spot for, for a lot of people to come and visit and enjoy any season. It's very nice.
They had concerts in the park there also.
Right.
Oh yes,
really nice.
A lot of them. And they also have the men's baseball at night, and softball games. It's a very active park.
Yeah.
Cheesequake Park is also home to our Camp Robin facility. On Friday nights, they use the facility to go on various trips, and they use their buses to park over there. So that's why I encourage people using Cheesequake Park to please park at the high school.
Yes, there's plenty of parking available at the high school.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Then I know also with right here in the center, in town center, the arena, we put all the investment into the arena, equipment, the ice, the roof, the stands, increasing the locker room for the girls, also as far as the party room too. So I hope people realize that they can bring their family there and have a party. It's really nice for the entire family. When you think of the hockey teams that go there, how the schools go there, it's really wonderful. Everyone raves about it.
We're very lucky to have, we're one of the few towns in the entire state that is lucky enough to have an ice arena. Our ice arena is an open air facility, and a lot of people call me and they ask me, Debbie, can we enclose the arena? And the answer is no, because it was bought with Green Acres money and it's funded through there, and it's not allowed through that program.
Yeah, Green Acres is very specific in what they'll allow you to use, and do. So we have to make sure we maintain all the rules and regulations.
And it is utilized by the, we were told by the middle school this year, the attendance was enormous.
And the veterans?
Veterans, yes.
You've skated with them.
Yes, I've skated with the veterans. They have the sleds where they put the veterans on. They wouldn't normally be able to skate. They'd go on the sleds and they push them around. It's really a really nice, wonderful thing.
Very
That's
very
so
nice
important
place.
to have something for everybody.
Yeah.
And in the center of town here, also we have the tennis courts right here at the municipal complex, as well as we have some tennis courts that are pickleball courts. We have pickleball only at the other end of town, but we do have a few up here. And then also the Cottrell Park.
Yeah, well, I think we recognize that the face of recreation has really changed over the years. And there's so many new programs available that weren't here years ago, but it's an evolution. Even at the senior center, they have a lot of recreational program for the seniors, from chair yoga. There's so many things you can do, and I think we want to really promote a healthy lifestyle.
Exactly.
And that's like you were saying before, when this is important, how you age, and the recreation available to people that are older now. And I think that's I really do. Like pickleball. We also would like to recognize our Silver Linings Director, Anna Feltz, who was invited to the White House to participate in a series of programs there. Congratulations, Anna.
Yeah. We have activities for every age group, from one end of town to the other.
That's the key.
People don't realize we have pickleball fields at one end of town. Every piece of town has their own.
Right.
Well, people don't realize how big Old Bridge is till you start driving it.
Yeah.
And when you think Veterans Park, we did the basketball courts over there, new swings. Lawrence Harbor, we did the basketball park, the waterfront. So really we're focusing on the town as a whole, and really a lot of things is really nice that we get a lot of grants for things too. And that's what we're using a lot for the Cottrell Farm. And that's going to be a wonderful masterpiece. When you think of the gardening that we're going to have there, Master Gardening's going to be involved, the walking trails. It's beautiful over there.
We're going to have splash pads for the kids there as well. It's going to be really nice. We're going to have some culture arts.
Yeah, that's
there.
what we're hoping for. Events there too, you know, a place where you can gather and listen to music, or perhaps put on a show, you know, and have it's something for everyone. Again, the park is geared for every age, every group, and that's what the goal was, to make all this open space and recreation really for everyone, regardless of whether you just want to do a walking trail or you want to take the kids to a splash park. Like you said, it really is important to have a lot for everybody.
And the thing that I get the most calls on all the time, Debbie, when is the golf course opening?
That's a big one too.
People are very excited. And if anybody
are.
has an opportunity to drive down there to see it in progress, hopefully it's going to be opened or
It's going to be
sometime
a
this
jewel.
summer. It's a jewel.
Oh,
It looks beautiful
It really
when you drive
is.
by. And that's going to also, I don't know if a lot of people know, it's going to have mini golf. And it's
kitchen
also
putt.
going to have a driving range, so it's going to once again touch all age groups.
Right, a lot of the young people.
families.
Yep.
Aesthetically, it's just very pretty
Oh,
when
it
you
is.
drive by there
Beautiful.
now.
Very
and
nice.
you know, to make that investment in the town, and it's people don't realize it's Old Bridge's golf course. It's the town golf course. In fact, I think Old Bridge residents will have a discounted rate to
10%,
play.
yes.
To play there.
Yeah.
So there is a lot going on.
Oh yeah,
when you just
Menino
think of-
Park. We're fixing Menino Park this year. We're putting 3 new turf fields in. We have the pickleball courts there. There's walking trails back there. There's a dog park.
It's wonderful. In fact, with the 3 baseball fields there, they'll be able to have tournaments, the lights, they'll be able to play at night. I know that Sarahwood South moving over there, they won't have the drainage problem anymore, so it'll be, you know, utilized there. And then also, obviously, our football fields. The Rebels have been there for a long time, and they've done great this year again.
Very successful.
We had a wonderful event in the chambers for them with the proclamation. We're very proud of them, and truthfully, very proud of all the volunteers that get involved with our residents and the students and the young people to make sure that we have these activities for them. So everyone, you know, different level, it doesn't matter what you can do. It's really important to stay active and get out there. It's really about a healthy lifestyle.
Right, that's what we're
we had the
promoting.
recreation board in town, and Councilwoman Sohor's on it with me as well, with many individuals. And you know what's good about it? They bring varied interest. All of them bring something different.
Right.
We have the healthy young kids running.
Yes.
We have master gardening. We have the golf, cricket. We have such varied interests. and
Girls
everybody
football
brings-
even.
Yeah, it's softball too. So we have so many different interests that they bring to the table. And I think it's a very, very good
Yeah, it
group.
is, because it reflects what's going on, and it gives us a good idea of what people, you know, are talking about, want to see in town, want to enjoy. And I think we are. I mean, if you go to our website, you'll see a multitude of on recreation of what there is to do. I think a lot more than people realize. And like I said, it doesn't have to be extensive, you know, really.
Not everybody wants to play a sport, so they might like the gardening. We're going to have a community garden here at Cottrell.
And walking trails.
Even just hiking.
Yeah.
Just hiking.
It's
walking.
passive
Get out
recreation.
in nature. Get, you know, enjoy the scenery. Enjoy being outside. You know, it's so important to do that. It really just relieves a lot of tension, and it's really healthy in so many ways.
And one of the most important aspects to me with the recreation is the social aspect. The getting out, meeting different kinds of people, and you know, that to me is very important. It's the social aspect.
Yeah, well, that's, you're right. You want to de-stress
Especially,
a little bit
during
too.
COVID, people were outside doing it. Like I know with the pickleball, it was very active, and it kept people socially involved, and I think it was a very good thing.
That is such a growing sport.
Yes.
And like people, you know, initially thought there was a certain age group. It's everybody
It's
now.
all ages play, and they all play at the same time against each other. It's wonderful to really.
It's multi-generational.
Yes,
It is. It's
and
very.
It's exploding. I know when we had the 5 course, we thought, oh, are they going to be used? They're jam-packed all the time.
They're growing more.
I think it's outpacing tennis now. Instead of they're taking tennis courts down and putting pickleball courts
Right.
up.
Yeah, but we really do try.
I always get excited when I
things.
drive into the campus here, the municipal complex, and I like to see people active, outside, enjoying themselves, you know, getting fresh air, moving around. It's so healthy for them.
Yeah,
It's really nice to see that people utilize these things.
We are trying to spend the money throughout the town and participate. Like Central Park we'll be getting a new playground this year.
Yes.
So we are touching all parts of the town. And don't forget, down in Lawrence Harbor, we have the waterfront that you could walk on the boardwalk as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice passive activity.
Well, that was the commitment to, you know, hopefully refurbish and really take an interest in all our different areas. And that's what we've been doing, and that's what we committed to many years ago, was making a plan and following it, and I believe we have. I think
on track.
our capital investment has been strong, and I think people appreciate all of that. I mean, it's something that you really do like to have in your
We've
town.
been able to do that also with keeping the budget down. And that's why we got a AA1 bond rating too. You know, so we're doing this, but really stabilizing taxes at the same time. And that's pretty remarkable to balance both of them.
Yep.
It's good to give back to the community. They put the taxes in. They want to see, you know, and I think it's very important that we give back to the community.
And I do think we're living up to the changes that recreation is having, you know, all over. I think we are responding to it, and we are trying to fill the needs of everyone as best we can.
Because the interests change. We have the usual, the soccer, the baseball fields.
Oh, gosh,
We have the Just for Kicks
wonderful.
program, which is a wonderful program on Higgins Road
Karen
for
is
the
amazing.
Yeah, I love
special
going
needs
over
children.
to
It's wonderful.
Higgins Field. We go every year over there and see that. It's wonderful.
And and a lot of it too is we're very fortunate and blessed that we have the amount of volunteers that we have.
That's what it's all
It's
about.
amazing. There are people who have volunteered in certain areas like soccer or baseball for years, way beyond the years of their children participating. And I have to tell you, this community is just such a volunteer-oriented community that really does help too with all the programs, because it wouldn't be possible if we didn't have all these people who are so dedicated. And I mean, these are things that they do because they want to, because they love being part of it and love the children. And that's what's important in our town, I think. I think we have a really...
and it involves everyone, just like you said, with the Just for Kicks.
Oh,
I mean, no one should be ignored, and there should be something for everybody.
And I think
that's what we focused on, and we should be very proud that we do that, and we're very proud that we have the space, and we've done that in, you know, throughout all of Old Bridge.
And we're open for suggestions too.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah, at our last rec board meeting, somebody suggested maybe we should have some bocce ball courts. So we're looking into that.
Right.
Because that's a big interest too. So we're open to suggestions.
And they are, you know, they are listed as when they're going to be available, you know, when we're going to have a meeting. And, you know, the public can come. So you're more than welcome to come if you have something you want to ask, or, you know, you want to contribute, like Debbie said, make a suggestion. We're more than, you know, willing to listen to anything, because it's nice to try to, you know, broaden out this whole recreation, really.
Yeah, well, that's why it's nice, the board that we have right now. There's different interests from all the board members. They bring, everybody brings something different to the table, and it's really interesting.
It is.
We had a new member came this week, and he was pleasantly surprised about the
scope of what we do.
He was really surprised.
A lot of times people don't realize it, and that's why it's so important to talk about it and really showcase the town.
Yeah.
It's very important, without a doubt.
Old Bridge is a very big town that people want to come to, you know. And recreation's a big part of it.
It is. It's something everybody looks for, especially growing families. And, you know, we try to make it reasonable, and, you know, sometimes there's no fees at the parks and things like that, you know, so we do try to keep that in mind too, that financially we want to, you know, be able to help families enjoy without making it very expensive too, you know, so it's great. I think it's terrific.
So what sport you taking up, Mary?
Me? Probably walking trails. That's about it. I'm not very, you know. Now, Debbie, on the other hand, she likes that.
I like golf too.
Golf,
and walking.
Yep.
It looks like it's moving along if you drive by it.
Yeah, the weather's been good, so they've gotten a lot
beautiful
done.
when it greens up this spring.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's going to be
No, but it just
so
shows
nice.
there is truly a diverse amount of activities to do. Just get out there and do it, whatever you like. And sometimes you don't know what you like. Try something different, you know?
Yeah, I was talking about Cheesequake Park before.
Yep.
I was there. I go there quite often to walk, and people are flying kites there. That's another thing I haven't done since I was a kid, flying kites.
Yeah, my husband and I started hiking more. And I guess when you're older, he got the walking sticks now for me. I go, I didn't know I needed this already, but
well, you're a professional walker then.
Yeah, they do help though.
Yeah, they do help.
They do.
They're nice.
Yeah.
But really, it's just nice to be outside and look at nature too. It's beautiful. There's so many nice things around. Just the trees, the deer you'll see sometimes. Going to Cheesequake Park, the walking around the lake there, seeing the kids fishing, people outside. It's great.
It is. It's
and
wonderful.
You know what? Keeps you focused on being active instead of other things too.
Yeah.
Well, I have a little dog. She's only a year old, so she keeps us very active because I want to get her out every day. So it makes us go for a walk every day. So we usually go on. We pick a different park, or we go to every day, and she's keeping us young. So
dogs are great that way.
That's a very good thing. That really
I
is.
see more and more people having a harness and a leash on even their cats now in parks.
Yeah,
it's pretty
funny.
funny.
It was at Cheesequake Park this weekend, and I saw a stroller, and it had a cat in it, and I was like surprised, but the cat looked so happy.
He just wants to be out in the fresh air too.
That's it. Yeah, enjoying
And
the
safe.
scene. Yeah.
And safe in the zip-up stroller.
And you know, when you have a dog, you end up talking to everybody because everybody
Social.
ends up talking to you about your dog. You know,
very
and it's
social.
very nice.
It
Yeah.
is.
So I think people that live alone, I think it's nice to have a pet and go out and walk.
Yes.
Meet people.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you for being here today.
Oh, I enjoyed it
It was
very
really
much.
It's such a pleasure, and we really do. When we get together and talk about these topics, I think that it's very positive for the town and for the residents. You agree, Debbie?
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
our focus. That's our focus. We want to be positive and we want to do things for the town.
Oh,
Well, thank you for having me. Enjoyed
It
it.
was a pleasure.
Well, thank you very much. And everyone, today we discussed all the recreational opportunities available to you here in Old Bridge.
Future shows will include other guests, including a council member from each ward where they can discuss their ward in depth. I hope you join us.
Thank you for being here and hope to see you soon.